minutes to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Chargers. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 5'11" quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. A give to Williams, running right to the 43, second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020. The man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That one into the hands of Beckham downfield. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Edmonds, he's just going to sit on this one, and that'll be a touchback. Denver's offense now set to go. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, It's real when it comes time to play ball.
And they'll run the end around here with Judy. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On second down, Williams. They juked him. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw is Wilson. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And he will have a Broncos first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He'll get it inside the 20, and he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down. Wilson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. Off the option, here's Williams. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the first quarter of play. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And this time he is in. Yes. Javonte Williams. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Broncos are an extra point away from evening this one up. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Charger drive about to get going. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain there of 21 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Once more, here's Eckler. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down LA. Herbert operating from the red zone, eluding the pressure right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Now a throw out to his fullback is complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Herbert. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Touchdown, Chargers. Odell Beckham, a 16-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers have moved out in front. McPherson on for the point after.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Edmonds, he's just going to sit on this one, and that'll be a touchback.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stuff. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
That's pulled in at the 32. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
And the LA offense ready for this next possession.
Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. It's Eckler again. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Herbert now. It's caught by OBJ. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. This is caught by Williams.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Eckler now between the tackles. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here's Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gordon.
And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon punching it in from a yard away.
And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Edmonds, he's just going to sit on this one, and that'll be a touchback.
The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Second and 10 now. Wilson.
Open man. He completes it to Judy.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They'll throw on first down with Wilson.
There's Judy. What a grab that was. He's got room at the 30.
And all the way home for a Bronco score.
Jerry Judy.
60 yards.
And the Broncos have cut it back within a score.
Rosas good with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
On first down, Justin Herbert.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Back to throw here, Herbert. Caught by Allen. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. Fourth down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here we go on fourth. Herbert. And Allen's got it.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here, first and 10.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
The 20, 10, and he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel looking for defenders.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Justin Eckler.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. So the rushing touchdowns continue to stack up, CD. That now 15 for him on the year.
And give him a ton of credit for staying healthy, being a smart runner, and it's showing just how important he's been to his team. He's got to be their MVP at this point in the season, and those votes may even turn into league MVP votes when it's all said and done.
And McPherson on for the extra point.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So it's on to halftime of this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This fourth and final matchup on this Divisional Round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's AFC Divisional Round game. And it's the Tennessee Titans who are moving on to the next round as they were able to eliminate the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got one half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round.
This fielded right at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Rolling to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this to Eckler. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. Well, when you get an elite running back like he is, sometimes you've got to employ the by any means necessary method to get him down.
Yeah, sometimes you're relieved even if a flag comes out. But if you just get the hand up and you get it on the mask, you can kind of get away with that. But as soon as you curl it around a finger or the hand, that's pretty easy for everyone to see, and they'll call that one every time.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
More from L.A. in a moment. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. Flushed out right. He completes it to Beckham. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle with Eckler.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
66 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3.
Now it's Herbert. Dancing to his left. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Edmonds, he's just going to sit on this one, and that'll be a touchback.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderly. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Edmonds, he's just going to sit on this one, and that'll be a touchback.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderly. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
From the 27th, Herbert. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. The 40, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Rosas to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Charger drive about to get going. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Throw left side complete. That's McKinney. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Operating from the gun. Herbert. It's caught. Beckham.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Call it a gain of 14 for the 2nd play in a row. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the give, this is Eckler. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
A timeout here for an injured player. Definitely not what this defense wants to see. It's Khalil Mack who's in some discomfort. More from L.A. in a moment.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sutton. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. That is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Throwing is Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Or it could have gone for more.
Wilson's throw hauled in by Washington. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
To throw again is Wilson.
Screen play set up for Williams.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now Wilson. And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete.
And the Broncos are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
2nd and goal from the 1. Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you're running a slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Edmonds is into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone.
And out of pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort, at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Throw left side complete. That's McKinney.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
And incomplete on the deep ball. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They're going to pass here with Herbert.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And this is caught by Williams.
Mike Williams. 30 yards. And the Chargers are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this fourth quarter lead. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Edmonds, he's just going to sit on this one, and that'll be a touchback. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Wilson will go out to the flat for Edmonds.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Out to his left.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Again, Wilson steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another play.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
The Charger drive about to get going.
That is caught. It's Williams.
And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Herbert has it knocked free.
And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play.
And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.